I watched this documentary on Netflix recently called Tell Me Who I Am, and it made me think of a very interesting concept in life if you were ever put in this situation. So, slight trigger warning because it does involve some child abuse, but I'm not going to detail the abuse itself. But it's two twins, and they find themselves in this interesting position because as a person who's experienced child abuse, it's something that sticks with you for your entire life. It doesn't go anywhere. It affects your living, your decision making, like any other kind of things that may have happened in your past as that can be considered dark as a kid. So imagine in this situation, there are these two twin brothers and they get into an accident when they're about 18 years old. And the accident causes one of the twins to completely forget who he is. He has no idea. He completely forgets everything that has ever happened in his past and in his life.
Full-blown amnesia.
Full blown. So the only person that he actually is still attached to is his twin brother. For some reason, that never changed. He knows who his brother is. Obviously, they're twins, so they're connected in a different kind of way.
Stupid question. Identical or fraternal?
Identical.
Got it.
And so to the point where he doesn't even remember their mom, their family, anything. His brother has to now remind him where they go to school, like how to live, how to ride a bicycle, like all of the most simple things in life. And so the dynamic ended up being a very interesting one because their mom was basically abusing them as children in a very, very vivid and horrible way. And the brother was obviously suffering to live through what their mom had done. So he found himself in this position where he had to decide if it was something that he should share with his twin brother, because his twin brother now has an opportunity to live a life where he doesn't have to know that this ever happened to him.
Dang.
He can avoid this experience. And the mom was still alive for a few years, and the twin brother decided to not tell him. He made the decision to not tell him about what the mom did, not tell him about what a lot of the people in the family did, and he kind of let his brother live in the dark because he felt like it was so difficult for him to do it. If I have a choice, why put my brother through it if he doesn't have to know? And to fast forward towards when they got until about their 50s, which is today, the brother finally decided to break down because he admitted that he had been a coward all of the years before and he just didn't have it. He didn't have the stuff to sit there and look him in his eyes and tell him about all of the things that they experienced and what they went through. So he kind of let him get the relationship with his mom that he could never have. He loved his mom and he let him do it. And when the brother finally got to figure out all of the things that was going on, because he made the other twin that knew everything made a video. He couldn't tell him in his face. He made a video and he gave him the video. And the other brother, who was clueless, watches this video live on the documentary and then learns all of the horrible things that had happened to him in his childhood and in his life. And he was pissed because he felt like his brother should have told him sooner. This is information he felt like he should have known. And he was upset with his brother. And now their relationship is kind of in turmoil because he was like, how could you hold this from me? My life is a blank canvas of which I only know what you give me. And you didn't give me the truth. You let me sit in the dark with this. And the other twin felt like, dude, I thought I was doing you a favor. Like, if you don't have to live with this trauma, why would you want to? And it just made me think, as a person in either of those positions, really, what would you want and what would you do? If you did have an opportunity to live without knowing any of your past traumas, would you want it?
So Mo goes into even more depth on this on his podcast this week, which is called In the Moment. So what would you do?
I mean, my gut instinct, I feel like the universe, God, works in mysterious ways, and this was erased from his mind for a reason, and I wouldn't tell him, and I wouldn't want to know.
Really?
Yeah.
I agree.
When it comes to that severe, because I know our traumas, and how we overcome our traumas turn us into who we are, but obviously this is a very, very unique circumstance, to say the least. And I think the trauma of having amnesia is enough in and of itself, and losing losing everything. I would just take that as a sign that I wasn't supposed to know.
So I just thought about this. So you know that my mom has dementia right now, right? And I've got two other brothers. One of the brothers is more in contact with her. She has, in her head, put together this life where she has been a fantastic, incredible mother. Very caring, right? One of the brothers, somehow, some way, told her the truth that she ostracized all of us at one point or another. She cut all three of us off. And she couldn't believe that he was talking about her that way. She called one of my other brothers and said, do you know about this family secret? And my brother's like, what are you even talking about? And she's like, was there a time where I didn't talk to any of you guys? Right? So in that case, I think that was ill-advised. Why even bring it up? You know, same situation here. What good is that going to do?
See, and I was split because if I'm the brother with the information, I wouldn't tell my brother either. Like, I have to live with this. You don't have to. And I think that's fine. But if I'm the brother who doesn't know and I have to kind of be in my mom's face every day loving her when she didn't really earn or deserve that, I would be upset. I would actually want to know what I've been through so I can know how to act accordingly.
This is all good stuff that's in Moe's podcast.
It's called In the Moment, and you can find it where you get all your podcasts.
All right, let's get Ryan.
The Bert Show.